I just wanted to leave this video about a dream I had a few nights ago. So when I was a little girl, I used to have very vivid dreaming. Don't know what happened. When I got a little bit older, my dreaming, I just don't remember it. It's probably from all, yeah. But recently I've been praying and asking Elohim to send me dreams, and I finally got one, a really prophetic one, and I wanted to leave this video for you guys that will be shared somehow, some way when I'm removed out of Babylon. But I was at my old house in this dream, and this house I had is in Pantops. I grew up in a brick house, and the Rivanna River was in the back. So in this dream, I was in this house, and I was looking out the window, and I saw like a pile of dogwood leaves. A pile of them. And I was like, it almost looked like a pile of snow. And I was like, wow, like those are the biggest dogwood leaves I've ever seen in my life. And all of a sudden, like branches of dogwood, like flowers, were like falling off of the tree. And I was like, oh wow, that's so crazy. Well, all of a sudden the tree fell. And so it fell through the woods into the river base. And so I grabbed my husband and I said, hey, like, let's go down there and let's go, see what's going on. So we went down there, and the tree was like in the water. Like, it was halfway in the woods, halfway in the water. It was the biggest dogwood tree I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even know. In the dream, I'm like, well, how is this dogwood tree so big? Like, they never get this big. Because, like, Virginia is like the dogwood state flower. Well, Todd was like, oh, look, like it made a little base for us to sit, but like, look at this perfect sitting rock. And like, he like tried to sit on it and it wobbled, and he was like, oh, not a problem. And he like literally picked it up. It was the biggest rock ever, and he moved it and stabled it. And he goes, okay, it's perfect. You can sit on it. And so I sit on it, and I was looking at the water, and I looked at the tree. Well, I said, Todd, what is that? And he goes, oh my goodness. And it was the biggest snake wrapped around the dogwood tree. And I was like, the snake is looking right at me. And he goes, Joe, you need to run. That snake's going to come after you. And so I woke up. I got up, and sure enough, that thing slithered so fast. It was so fast. I don't even know snakes could be that fast. And I felt the snake touch me. I literally felt the snake touch me in the fangs on my back. You could feel his teeth or fangs or whatever go, and I could feel the nip, and I immediately woke up. And Elohim, the Lord, spoke to me and said, there's a plague of sores coming. A plague of sores? I said, Lord, like, Elohim, tell me. He said, boils, sores. And I said, is there smallpox coming? And he said, yes. And I said, is this from you or man? He said, man. So it was very quite interesting. I started to look into what the dogwood tree could represent and what a snake could represent. Well, sure enough, they say that the cross that Yeshua HaMashiach was hung on was built from dogwood bark, because in Jerusalem, I don't know. They say that the dogwood trees used to be really, really, really big. Also, the dogwood tree represents purity and graciousness. The snake represents a warning. So it is when a snake chases you and tries to bite you in a dream, it's a warning. And immediately when I woke up, God gave me a warning. Y'all, listen. There is going to be a new plague, and it's not going to be coronavirus. Think the story of Moses, what happened to the Egyptians. They got boils and sores all over them, right? But they say that was God's doing in the story. This time it's not God's doing, Elohim's. This is man's doing. So this is a warning, dream. I don't know how I'm going to share it. I have nobody to share it to. But yeah. If anybody can identify more about this dream too, please feel free. But y'all need to prepare yourself. Yeah. It's not to be fearful, but you need to be ready. All right. Much love.